Hi guys, it's Caroline, career and leadership coach. And today I want to address how to manage your job search during the coronavirus outbreak. Now, the reason I want to make this quick little video is because it's been a topic that I've been discussing with multiple of my clients. And I shared 5 key strategies with you, and I want to share them, I shared 5 key strategies with them, and I want to share them with you too. So because it's a time of uncertainty and a lot of people tend to be getting paralyzed by that uncertainty, or are just fearful altogether and not sure how that's going to impact them. And reality is that it's quite unsure how the impact is, what it's going to impact and what the results will be. But there are 5 things that we can do. And the first one is your mindset. So I know you probably heard it a million times before, but your mindset will drive everything. So it's so important to first establish two things. The first thing is what's in your control and what's not in your control. And there is no point in worrying about things that aren't in your control, because no matter what you're worrying about, it's going to happen or not happen. So you have to best focus on the things that you can control. And what we can control is our response, our reaction, our emotion, how we behave, and so on. So, and those are critical things, because there's no point in being an ostrich and putting your head in the sand and pretending there is nothing there, or being on the other side in total panic or paralyzed by panic. So the best thing is to basically think about your individual situation, think about what you're in control of, and take small action from that. So the first piece of advice that I want to share with you is that there are 2 main categories where people fall into. Or you're unemployed and actively looking, or you're employed and you are looking for a new opportunity. Now, when you're in the group of being unemployed but looking for an opportunity, my advice is to actually get your ducks in a row and take this time, because reality is that this will pass. And so you have to be ready for when things pick up again. And so we had so many challenges in the economy over the last 10, 20 years, if not more. We always have challenges. And so you have to think about, okay, I take this moment and time to get my ducks in a row. I want to have my pitch ready. I want to know how I communicate to the outside world about my brand. I want to get an understanding of my unique value proposition. I want to get my resume ready, my LinkedIn profile ready. I want to take the time to build up a network, to increase my visibility so that I'm ready and can show that I'm ready for my next senior management role or next leadership role. So that's one category. The other category is when you're unemployed and actively looking. Now, the good news is that if there's any changes in the market, there's always opportunities also. Yes, there are areas in the market that will be affected and that things will slow down. Interviews will slow down, hiring will slow down. But like in any market, in a certain industry will be affected and other industries will rise. So if you're actively looking, then you have to think about, okay, from an industry perspective, which industry will actually need more resources? And so can I change my job search from being permanent to only being contract? Because what you see and what history has shown that people do, when the market is changing, when the market is volatile, then they actually prefer to hire contractors. It's low risk for them or less risk for them, and it is still employment for you because they the market, it will be unpredictable. So choosing for contract in industries that you know are going to need extra resources is a very smart move. So that's basically the first thing, is really assessing your industry, your situation, in which category are you, and what do you need to do from there on. So the assessment, that's the second step. So the first step is mindset. The second step is assessment. Then you need to create a plan. The plan is, okay, now I know my situation, what it is going to be, what situation I'm in. Okay, how am I going to really create a plan that supports that? And that plan could be like, if you don't know which industry is going to be really increasing in resources, is like, okay, how can I find out? What research do I need to do? Who do I need to connect with? If you're employed and at the moment, like taking the time to get your ducks in a row, then you think like, okay, doing it on my own has not worked before. So why not reach out for help to actually make sure that I have the right framework to get what I want when I'm ready to move forward. So basically making that plan to understand what that looks like for you, for your individual situation. So first one is mindset, then we have assess, and then we have creating a plan. Then the next step is like taking action. So of course, without taking any action, a plan is just going to sit there and is just not going to go anywhere. So you have to take massive action aligned with that plan. So for example, if in that plan was doing the certain research and coming up with industries or companies that actually would need extra resources. This could be finding out what, if you never worked as a contractor before, finding out what's required for to be a contractor, what your annual salary, what's the equivalent in a contract, what are the job opportunities. And then also you have to make sure that your unique value proposition is clear, that your resume is adjusted, that your LinkedIn profile is good. So those things need to be in place also. So that's all part of the taking action based on your plan. Then the fifth one is evaluation and reflection. So you have to look at the action you took and what worked, what didn't work, what adjustment do you have to make sure that your action is going to get you to that result. The biggest mistake that I see people make is like they keep on taking action and it's not working and they don't know what's wrong. Or one of two things, or they're paralyzed by fear and they say like, oh my God, this is not working for me, and they stop altogether, or they actually keep on doing the same thing over and over again and hoping for a different result. And we all know that is not working, or that strategy is not working. So you have to evaluate, review, and adjust what needs to be adjusted. So those are the 5 things. So making sure your mindset is in the right place, assessing your situation on where you are in the job market and what is going to be the best for your situation. Then work out a plan. What is your plan going to look like? How are you going to market yourself? How are you going to make yourself desirable? How are you going to benefit from this situation? And I don't mean benefit in like taking advantage of this situation. No, benefit in terms of like what's best for you. How can you make this opportunity work for you basically. Then the 4th one is taking inspired action, taking the right action and making sure you get your plan into motion, because without any action, that is not going to get you anywhere. And the last one is like review and adjust and evaluate. So to make sure that you look at what you did and what's working and what's not. And one more thing that I want to say, like on the action side, your action could be, you have to break it down. It could be as much as you have to have daily activity, or it could be weekly activities that you need to have. So you have to really look what action you need to take. So I hope that helped you a little bit. If it did, and if you feel like, okay, I can do this, I have control over those situations, over this situation, what I am going to do, make sure to like and share this video, so the more people hear my message, the more people I can help. Secondly, I want to say I'm here to help and support you. If you are feeling insecure or uncertain about anything, direct message me and see if I can help you with your job search, whether it's like giving free feedback on your resume. If you say like, I'm really going crazy here, I'm getting stuck, direct message me with your resume, and I'm more than happy to help you to have a look or have a quick review, because one of the biggest things we need to do is stick together and help each other out. So like I said, I'm here to help and support you, and reach out if I can help in any way. I hope that makes sense to you, and I hope you do reach out if you need to help and support. And otherwise, I will see you in the next live. Thank you. See ya.